How can I do this? हेलो हेलो। हाँ बा। हाँ अम्मी। नहीं नहीं सोयो बनी हूँ। टेम पर ही सोऊं मैं तो। नहीं 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 नहीं। लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ। अरे यूट्यूब पर स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ। अरे वाह। स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू होगी की? अरे यूट्यूब पर स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ। अरे था तो फोन था कि जो आवाज बाहर आ रही था ना मैं वो भेज रही हूँ काहे कि मैंने। अरे वाह, एक सेकंड स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू एक सेकंड रुको था ना वो भेज रही हूँ मैं। अरे यूट्यूब पर स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ। लिंक भेज रही हूँ, क्लिक कर लिया। अरे था तो फोन था कि जो आवाज बाहर आ रही था ना मैं वो भेज रही हूँ काहे कि मैंने। ठीक है। अरे वाह, हाँ काट
एक
दिया।
स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू
एक सेकंड रुको था ना वो भेज रही हूँ मैं।
अरे यूट्यूब पर स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ।
लिंक भेज रही हूँ, क्लिक कर लिया।
अरे था तो फोन था कि जो आवाज बाहर आ रही था ना मैं वो भेज रही हूँ काहे कि मैंने।
ठीक है।
अरे
हाँ ठीक है, देख लीजिए ऊपर।
एक स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू
एक सेकंड रुको था ना वो भेज रही हूँ मैं।
अरे यूट्यूब पर स्ट्रीमिंग कर रही हूँ।
लिंक भेज रही हूँ, क्लिक कर लिया।
फोन था कि जो आवाज बाहर आ रही था ना मैं वो भेज रही हूँ काहे कि मैंने।
ठीक है।
अरे वाह,
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, देख लीजिए ऊपर। गॉट स्टक
एक
In a previous screencast, we talked about how the promise that gets returned from methods such as fetch have some methods that we can run to access certain things. The main method that we've been using so far is .then, and we can see this a little more plainly if we save our promise as a separate variable. I don't make this a normal practice, but it can be helpful just to see what's going on. So fetch doesn't, again, return the data, it returns a promise. And that promise has a .then method. So I can say promise.then. There's nothing special about this being the word promise. I could call this blah, and then I'd have to change this to blah. I'm just using promise to make sure that it's obvious what it is. And actually, maybe as an aside, that's different than capital P promise. This actually is a constructor in JavaScript. We are not going to touch on it right now, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, right now we have our promise variable, and because it's a promise, we can set a separate plain. In a previous screencast, we talked about how the promise that gets returned from methods such as fetch have some methods that we can run to access certain things. The main method that we've been using so far is .then, and we can see this a little more plainly if we save our promise as a separate variable. I don't make this a normal practice, but it can be helpful just to see what's going on. So fetch doesn't, again, return the data, it returns a promise, and that promise has a .then method, so I can say promise.then. There's nothing special about this being the word promise. I could call this blah, and then I'd have to change this to blah. I'm just using promise to make sure that it's obvious what it is. And actually, maybe as an aside, that's different than capital P promise. This actually is a constructor in JavaScript. We are not going to touch on it right now, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, right now we have our promise variable, and because it's a promise, we can say promise.then. And actually, let me type out a mini challenge for you here. Try to figure out what it is that promise.then returns. Just like how it originally was tempting to...
Let's stop it. Need to restart this again. How can I activate commenting on this? I don't know if you can, if you guys can comment on this. How? Live. Need to delete all of this. Delete forever. Okay. You should be able to comment now. I've got a cold, bad cold. Can you guys comment now? Playlist. Streaming my learning journey. Should be fine now. Let's save it. So guys, those who are new here, जो भी नए हो आप, though it is named, the stream is named ki day one from beginner to advance. I'm not exactly a beginner, पूरी तरीके से beginner नहीं हूँ, and but I also do not have much experience in programming. I think I'm fairly good in HTML and intermediate in CSS, and JavaScript is a little bit tricky because I feel good about it, like okay, some tone manipulation happens, some changes happens at the front end, and you feel like you got this. At the second moment, you get some new topic, like async or like fetching some API, some data is getting in, and you don't know what to do because you need to know a lot of things to get the JavaScript right. But I think it's a slow grind, and everyone goes through this. And thanks to Scrimba, because I started learning programming around 8 years back, and I sort of always had a start and stop uh, kind of experience. It's my first stream. It's my first stream. I don't have any sort of experience. I have set up this entire streaming using GPT. Like I asked him, now I don't know I don't know how this OBS works. There will be a lot of glitches, or you will not be able to hear me clearly. But I'm I'll be installing a Wi-Fi in a couple of days. I don't know. I have already booked it, but still the guys are not coming here to install, and the latency is also not that good. Hmm. So this is only for my learning purpose, that how I can do this, how it is done. So I just wanted to show you guys that I'm not a newbie in this. I have did see guys, I'm not able to show you properly. Internet is so bad, and I might stop mute. So if you've just started doing it, it will almost take you 2 to 3 months. So I first learned a little bit so that I know that okay, I am interested in this, I want to do this, and the more I learned, the more I got interested into this. Not that structured way, but again, I will come back to Scrimba because it's a Scrimba, uh, a platform which helped me sort of get that confidence that I can do it, and they're also very affordable. They are not very expensive in Indian rupees for a month. If you get their yearly subscription, it's quite cheap. But if you go for the monthly, it is still affordable. And I have been the subscriber since 18th of January to be precise, and so far I'm loving it. And as you can see, I'm already more than halfway through this front-end developer career path, which is almost like 82 hours. But don't get fooled that it's only 82 hours and you slog 10 hours a day and you get this done in a week or so. This is not going to happen, because if you can see here, there are a lot of you know challenges in between the videos, and if you complete them properly, and you just don't like watch videos and uh, skim through the content. If you understand and if you go through all the challenges, this is absolute slow burn kind of a experience where you but it is also very interesting. And learning anything difficult should be difficult, because if it is fun, then there is no point of doing it, because uh, it's hard, it's difficult, but it's also very rewarding. And after learning these tools, your imagination is the limit. You can do whatever you want. And right now, what is left is this API part, and also this the React part. So I've done with the basic JavaScript, and the HTML, the CSS one, and this interface design where they talked about a lot of design principles, design methods, and I really loved it. So far, thanks to Per Bogan for doing this, and there are a lot of other amazing teachers you can see here like Per Bogan, Bob Zirrell, and Tom Chant. They were the majority of the time they were teaching in this, and initially when I started this, I felt like I will complete this in 1 month, but 1 month has passed. Now it's my third month basically, and still I've only reached 60%, and I always every day I make sure that I spend at least couple of hours you know doing this. And not only this, I of the Scrimba I also do self-learning stuff from these amazing websites, javascripttutorials.net and JavaScript info. They are amazing in every way, and when you find these kind of sources, it's just unbelievable that we are getting so much structured approach, structurally, amazing, and content wise, and everything that is here is good. They are full of examples. They are full of practical advices, and they are very neatly organized, and have covered entire JavaScript basically. And uh, and after learning JavaScript for 2-3 months, I figured out that the problem is not in the learning process, but in the mindset. Like, you study, take care, you study, but you do not apply. You don't keep the feeling in mind that why you are learning this for. You are learning this for creating something. Even if you go somewhere to work, they will ask you to do something, I mean, to work on something. So if you always keep yourself into learning mode, then it sort of becomes very difficult to to start building something from scratch. So my reason to start streaming today is to you know first of all become accountable in my learning journey, and also I want to show my discomfort to the world, that I am also going through this, and also to myself, because if I'm comfortable showing my discomfort to the others, then it should be fine with myself also, because I want to learn this. I want to create projects, and I want to create projects in front of you, and I want to show that this and and if you ask me that how good I am right now in JavaScript, then I will say not more than like 1 or 2% of JavaScript, like declaring variables, knowing the difference between data types, doing some simple functions, and doing some simple DOM manipulation, and that's it. And fetching some information about fetch APIs and how they work, HTTP and all. But if you ask me that, do I feel confident? Absolutely no. So what I'm planning is that the the modules that I've done before, I will uncheck them. There's a feature in here like web dev basics. If I click on it, right click, then you can click mark module not done. Then it will just clear it out the entire progress, and then I can redo them again, and that's what I'm planning to do. So I will not be talking much from now on. I'll be just coding here, and I'll be sharing my screen, because my goal is not to get subscribers or do anything like that. My only goal is to see how far I can go with this, and I just want to document the journey for myself and for whoever who comes here and wants to do the same thing. And even if one person gets inspired by this, because after watching a lot of YouTube videos like how to master your JavaScript, and if you see somebody coding, so well in the JavaScript, you don't get the feeling that how they managed to reach here, how they learned all of this. So my entire, you know, if you want to sum up this like in one line, that I want to document this journey, this learning journey for myself, and to inspire only one guy. If I manage to do that, I think my whatever effort that is, that I've done here or I'll be doing in coming days, I'll be more than happy if even one guy gets motivated by this and joins me in this learning journey. Actually, I have a little bit cold, and for that, I think I need to do something. And yeah, this is it, guys. So I will not be speaking anymore. I'll be just recording my screen and sharing with you guys. And if you have something to say, you can you can comment it out. You can do whatever you want. Because anyway, nobody's gonna come back to watch half an hour or 1 hour of a video to see what this guy is doing. But Scrimba is amazing. Scrimba is absolutely amazing, and I have no reason to go. I don't know what's happening. I think internet is not going to let me do this. So I think I'll have to stop here today. And day one almost got got wasted in just you know describing things. Difficult. It's really difficult to just straight away talk into the camera and while knowing that nobody is looking at you, and you know it's difficult. It's not that easy. Okay, so this is my YouTube video feed. mm, like where I can see my video. Why it is not showing my video? Where can I see this? See, this she is also, you know, study with me live 8 hours, 60, 50, 10, 10, this three student. Oh my god. People are doing, a lot of good stuff. People are doing a lot of good stuff. How can we also do the same? In, few days I'll get myself on camera. I'll get myself a good, you know, system so that you can hear me properly and all that, I'll be doing a lot, but before you go for, expensive stuff, it's always better to start with bare minimum, like whatever works, you know. I think I need to change my description. Study with me live 8 hours. Okay, so I think we can do that. How can we do that? How can we do that? Contents, live, change here, study with me. Study with me. Study JavaScript with me. I mean, that is better one. JavaScript with me. Study JavaScript with me. Live. Day one Scrimba translation. Save. I don't know. I don't know if this will work. Oh my god, I don't have two-factor authentication. I don't have two-factor authentication. Guys, anyone who is watching this, don't do anything to my stream. Hello? I'm just checking if my voice is audible. You know, there are a lot of things I need to figure out, you know. Ah, what can I do? Let's see something. See, I don't think that these analytics are of any use to me, you know. So I've got two subscribers. One is from my mom, one is from my brother, and 3 likes, in which one is mine. So it's a good start, you know. It's a good start. But as I told you before that I'm not doing it for subscribers. Neither I will say anything like that in future also. Like subscribe me and all. Until and unless I start, you know, putting a lot of effort in editing and doing actual reach out work through my content, like creating content for audience. Now whatever I'm doing is for myself and for that one person. So I don't think there is any use of saying all of that at this point of time. But just trying to figure out like how we can go ahead with this JavaScript, and though I will definitely uncheck or undone the courses that I've done so far, specifically the JavaScript ones. One is this web dev basics. This I will do again because I think my fundamentals are still not that good. And this one, essential JavaScript concepts, and they are both humongous courses. They are just 10 hours and 6 hours, total 16 hours. But if I do them again, they will almost gonna take me a month, including all the challenges, time, and some topics that they ask you to learn at other places. And you will also try to do that because Suppose if they are teaching you functions, then you will not understand, because you will not understand completely, because uh, they will be teaching you the function in the context of that particular project that you are working on at that particular time. But the function itself is a very, you know, wide topic, you can say. Like there are a lot of small little informational gaps are left here, which you need to refill with the other, supplementary resources. But that's actually what learning is, because they cannot cover up everything, because here they only teach you something which is, which gives you an idea of, yeah, okay, how you can also do that also. So that is something which, uh, you need to keep in mind. But yeah, this is amazing. And this was the day one, and I almost in for like 42 minutes, and I think I'll have to sleep today early, because I want to get in this, rhythm of uh, getting more and more, uh, into a habit of streaming every day. And I think it will take me a couple of days to figure out what's going wrong and what I'm doing right. And then we will start learning. We'll start learning for sure. And I will not uh, let myself down this time, because I'm already halfway through and I've proved myself that I can keep on it. I can do this. And React is still, I'm not started. JavaScript I'll start again. So basically, I'll be able to see myself from learning basic JavaScript from the day one. That, I mean, whatever knowledge I have right now is just good enough for me to stay here, to read them. But sometimes what happens is, you know something, but you don't want to go back to learn that, because you think that you already know that, but basically you don't. And that's a kind of, some part of you don't want to get uncomfortable by going back to the topic again and learning that. So uh, I need to keep that brain away from me, and make the brain to learn already familiar topic again, because need to be, familiar with getting discomfortable, I hope I have said that right. So I will, from tomorrow I will undone the current JavaScript modules. We will start them from the very first video. By this, you will, those who are not familiar with Scrimba, they will also get familiar. And also that I will be very much, aware that what was the point where I skimmed through or took AI's help to complete the module, or I didn't understand that. This time, if a video goes through, or if I do not understand a topic in that, what I will do is I will stop right there without worrying about completing, or filling up the hours and going and googling stuff, learning from ChatGPT, and skimming through other resources. And we will only move forward if we have managed to learn that properly, the current topic. So that will be the criteria of going forward. And I'll ensure that we will be completing all of these modules and others as well, because if you see here, JavaScript related, there are a lot of courses here, like JavaScript Must. This is an old module where they give you these challenges. They started this around Christmas last year, and the advanced JavaScript by Tom Chand. It's almost like 10 hours. Learn Firebase. Firebase is quite hot these days, Build a mobile app with Firebase. Learn JavaScript, which I've already completed. I'll do it again. And this is their, sort of like the main uh, course they have in partnership with MTN. So it's their premium, one of the premium courses, and introduction to unit testing. So there are a lot of cool courses are available here. Definitely, it's way better than just going through a lot of YouTube videos, because when you learn through YouTube, you need to be very specific what you want, because otherwise not only the video, not only the learning videos you will be getting recommended, but there are also the other contents will be showing. So there is a huge possibility that you might click on one of them and get distracted. So it's always better to have a platform which is specifically for what you are doing, so that you don't get distracted, and you also get a lot of other things that you need to learn and you want to learn. And it's always better to have a focused uh, work platform. So right now the screen you're seeing is my monitor. The laptop is the left, and from laptop's camera I'm doing this, and that's why the quality is not that great. So we will improve that in future for sure. And those so yeah, and I'm not sure how long it will take to complete all of these modules, but definitely after learning this, and as you can see that there are a lot of uh, backend courses are also coming, like learn Node.js, intro to white, and intro to AI engineering. Okay, like a crash course on building web apps powered by LLMs, the perfect starting point for developers who are curious about generative AI. So see, there are a lot of amazing courses that you can learn here. So Scrimba is amazing, and there are, see, SQL, Express.js, Next.js, and Next. Basically, the entire front end and back end will be covered here, and I'm really excited to they'll be launching this on 14th of April if I'm not wrong. So we still have 9 days to go. So, but again, we will not going to be going there. We're not going to go there until and unless we complete this entire front-end developer career path, and we are almost near. But again, we willfully we are going back, going to this from the day one of this course. This time, will not repeat the mistakes that I have repeated before, and we will be thorough with our preparation, and we will be always into this building mode. Like we'll learn something and we'll apply that immediately. Like if you learn something, learn about DOM manipulation or rendering something through objects, you know fetching the data from the objects and then showing that on array. Then if you learn something about like how to fetch, then you will fetch something from the API and we will straight away apply that in our own project, whatever the small project, straight after the video. We will not go to the next video. First, we will solidify what we have learned. We will solidify each and every topic, and then we will move on to the next one. So, guys, for today, I think this is enough. I am already in streaming for 50 minutes, and this was my day one. And we will be seriously doing stuff from tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Let's see.